Hello crafting friends, welcome to my podcast. My name's Barbara Radzavikas and I'm Bondi Crafter, knit and quilt. They are my main interests and mainly what I talk about on this channel. So much fun and winter's coming up. So autumn, I think the equinox is soon, maybe next week, and our daylight savings ends. So get out the woolly knits, but I have been knitting quite a bit. We'll catch up with that. I've got a finished garment. John made me a finished item, which is a beautiful shawl. Show that too. I've started a new project, the Penguono vest by Stephen West. It's my first Stephen West pattern that I'm actually making. The colours are beautiful. I've watched a number of podcasts and I think I'm really enthusiastic about it. I started that yesterday, so that is something to look forward to. I've made a short video on the process of my third Douglas cardigan. I finished it, washed it, blocked it, and I haven't put the buttons on, but it's finished and it's beautiful. I love Andrea Mowry's patterns. I think I'm a fan. So there's a number of things to look forward to in this episode. We went on a harbour cruise on Wednesday. That was lovely. Made a video on that too. We went with John, had lunch. It's lovely. And also some interesting activity in our back garden. That'll be at the end of the podcast. So thank you everyone for joining me. New and old friends, thank you for subscribing. If you haven't already, please subscribe and press those buttons. Thank you very much. What was I going to say? Oh, I'll think of it in a minute. I also have a gift from Judith. This is beautiful quilt. I'd also like to, as you know, I drew my giveaway last episode, and there's just one person who hasn't contacted me, and that's Heidi. Heidi, please, in Instagram, just send me your details and I'll get yours off. That was a fun thing to do, but I'm not going to have another one until the end of the year, and maybe that will be gift patterns, so look forward to that. But in the meantime, knitting and quilting friends. Here's a sneak peek of what I've done. Finished my beautiful Douglas cardigan in all greens. This is my third Douglas cardigan. There were some modifications I did to this pattern. I probably make modifications, you know, just as I go along anyway. To most patterns, it's like cooking with me. I did, with the sleeves, I frogged the first sleeve that I'd made. I put an I-cord binding on the bottom of the ribbing, and the sleeve was a bit short, and also it was a bit frilly, so I undid that and just added an inch more, and then I did the ribbing, and I'm much more happy with it now. It looks lovely. See that in my video. And it blocked up beautifully. So we'll have a look at that in a while. I am progressing pretty well with my Nordiska by Caitlin Hunter. So I've done the fronts. I had a big modification with this because I can't do, it's not that I can't do, it's just I don't do top down, so I've made it into a bottom up. So that's the front, neck, V-neck, armholes. I'm also going to cast on the arms, the sleeves here, and knit down with that. and I'm this far with the back. So chugging along with that, I really love the pattern in the bottom. I'll be really happy when I get to the sleeves pattern in that and remember to do it upside down, like I did that one. And then there's John's shawl to look at. So nice knitting. I've nearly finished this beautiful Douglas cardigan in all greens, John Arbon greens, and these are the buttons that I'm going to use for it. And I'm just thinking, will I use the darker browns, which are seed, there's a seed pod and an obviously darker wood, or will I use the 3 lighter woods? They are made out of, these ones are made out of a piece of beautiful wood, and these 2 are made out of seed pods. And how beautiful is button made out of a seed pod? It's just, and they're hexagons. The seed pods are hexagons. They're just so beautiful. Got these from Judith. She gave them to me, and I think they're just lovely. So I've always thought I would put some natural foresty buttons on this cardigan, and these are the perfect perfect ones to go with. I really love the seed pod, so I'm thinking I'll have that as the top button. I may only have 1 button, I'm not sure at the moment, but the natural buttons are so lovely. I'm doing a 3 needle bind off on the shoulder seam, so I have to get the stitch from that needle and that needle, go round through the loop on that needle and that needle, and pull them off and loop it over. Comes out perfectly. 1 more through the 2, and not to pull this loop too tight. It's better if it's loose, on the looser side. Carefully take the 2 stitches off, take it over, and this is a beautiful way to bind off. It's a very nice shoulder seam. Love it. This is the second time I have done this seam, mainly because when I tried it on, I noticed that my green sequence was out, and so I had to unpull the last 10 rows. John undid the 3 needle bind off, which was very tricky for me. He has so much more patience. He doesn't knit, but he crochets. And yeah, I have just redone it. So I just couldn't live with it being a different colour to the other side. So we now have matching. I love this 3 needle bind off. It's so flat and beautiful. Next step is to cast on the armholes with my circular needles. John bought me these circular needles to try out, and they're square, I know, square needles. Nice point. They don't slip with slippery yarn, which is excellent. And the string is a nice pliable type of plastic. The needles are... I'm not sure who makes these. 4.5 mil. I love these needles. But I'm using a combination of needles. My other needles are these ones. I've just got a clip on them to stop the stitches falling off. Excellent. And also I bought some of this plastic to take the stitches off so that I could use the other needles, and it's genius. It is. That's all I can say. So yeah, on with the sleeves now. No way. Guess what happened? In my eagerness to sew up the shoulder seam, which is perfect, I've made a huge twist. So I have to unpull that all again. Third time lucky. I can't believe it. Oh. Checking and double checking and triple checking. I think we're okay to go. Third time, I will be an expert at 3-needle bind off. Okay, so got the shoulders done and matching, and now the sleeves. I think it fits nicely. Have a button band. Yeah, quite happy with it. Love the greens. It's a V-neck. I've just started my sleeves, and you know how they say playing yarn chicken? Well, this is the whole coop. This is all I've got left. So I don't think my stripes are going to match on the other sleeve. Oh golly. I thought I'd have enough greens, and I don't want to buy any more greens. I don't want to have a look at greens in my greens. These are the greens I've been using for the whole time in this particular cardigan. And yeah, chicken coop. I finished my jumper. I've blocked it. My Douglas cardigan. This is my third Douglas cardigan. It's all greens. It fits really nicely. After blocking, this is the best blocking event I've had. Yeah, I fixed the sleeves. Before I had I-cord sleeves, cuffs. Now I lengthened them by about 2 inches, I think, because I was going to have 3/4 sleeves as I ran out of a green. But yeah, love it. The button band looks okay. Fits really nicely. Hope the back looks okay. Can't see it. Yes. Yeah, I love the button band. I did 2x2 rib. It took forever. There's miles of it. Not really. I think it looks fab. I love the greens. This is John Arbon, Devonia and Applegate. Love it. Beautiful. John made this beautiful shawl for me this week. It's crocheted, and it's made from thick DK yarn, I would say. And here it is. It's a wedge shape. Here we go. It's pretty long and it's lovely. And it's going to be perfect for going out. And I'm thinking I'm going to wear it like this because it is thicker and longer. I'm going to have it tied round. So beautiful. Thank you, John. My one acquisition this week is a PDF, Stephen West Pellegrino. It reminds me of a Japanese type jacket, a kimono, and I am really eager to get into this one. It looks so beautiful. I've had a look on some other YouTubers who've made this jacket, and you can wear it upside down even. So there's two ways to wear it, and yeah, it is so beautiful and just can't wait to start it. And that is my next project. So, and winter's coming up, so I will be really happy to have this one too. I don't have many jackets. I've got 3 Douglas cardigans. Yeah, so looking forward to it. And especially that I can use a variety of yarns. So this is my progress so far. I started it last night and I'm doing more stitch, and it feels beautiful. Well, it should. This is this yarn that I've started with is Rowan Felted Tweed in avocado, and I'm holding 2 strands together. It's a pattern. This is my first Stephen West. I have bought a shawl pattern, but I haven't made it. This is my first Stephen West pattern that I'm making. So yeah, I want to go full speed ahead with this because I love the design and I think it will suit me fine. I've seen a lot of podcasters version of the Pellegrino, and I'm really thankful because they have given me some helpful hints, and so it's full steam ahead. Ah, my beautiful quilt. Judith's just finished it. It's lovely. It's on her bed. Gonna take it home shortly. Isn't it gorgeous? The binding. You notice Judith has a similar one underneath. It's just beautiful. Thank you so much, Judith.
So yeah, there's the back to front writing because it was done on the other side.
Yeah.
On the flag.
Beautiful. That's so nice. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
This is our knitting progress so far since last week. Getting bigger. Judith is getting lovely. So nice. I love this colour. John said he liked the colour too.
Yeah, it's a good colour.
It is. Yeah. We're making a Sophie shawl. Well, scarf. One ball. Beautiful.
Well, mine's not actually exactly the same because it starts with 10 stitches instead of, I think it was supposed to be 6.
It's okay. It will still be gorgeous. Here's the quilt at home on my bed. It is beautiful. Goes with everything. Beautiful summer quilt. It's just gorgeous. love it, Judith. Hey John, we're going on a cruise today.
Yeah.
Perfect day. Okay, so got to aim for the window. We're going to sail around Sydney Harbour with friends. It's a beautiful day. Recently saw this movie on TV and had to buy the DVD. The Beautiful Fantastic. It's such a beautiful story. So I recommend this to everyone. It is such a lovely story. It's about gardening, relationships. Yeah, it is just beautiful. So that also encouraged me to buy a book on gardening that should arrive shortly. I bought it from the book depository in England, so looking forward to that. it is a charming movie. It's beautiful. That is briefly what it's all about. And this will lead into my backyard garden. We were swarmed by dragonflies this week earlier when there was a really, really humid day, and the garden was just buzzing with dragonflies. So having a look at that next. This morning when we looked out, there were literally thousands of these, I think they're dragonflies in our backyard, flying around. It's just thousands. Mainly down the jacaranda tree. I hope I can catch them. This is my second time at trying to video them. They're mainly gone now. There was like millions of them. They're all down our backyard. Oh. Oh, I just went past. It was an extremely hot day yesterday, very humid, so maybe this is what has brought them out. They're still there. Hope I can catch them. I don't want to catch them personally and put them in a jar or anything. I just want to catch them on a video. But isn't that unreal? There's also big birds around that like to snack on them, like kookaburras and things. It's just amazing. Frangipanis out in flower. This is February weather, really. So hot, so humid. Very interesting. Let's have a look at the cruise. It was exciting. It was beautiful on that very hot day. So hope you like this footage at Sydney Harbour at its best. That's me signing off for this episode. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me, friends. I hope you liked the content this week, and I'll see you next week. Me signing off. Bye, friends.